Let's go. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one. We're playing more Cafe Enchante today. So welcome in, Mon. I keep on wanting to say your full username when you're just Mon. And Rize, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're doing another week of this. Yeah. Hi, I'm Marv. Hi, Marv. Everyone refer to Mon as Marv from now on.
Marv.
Yeah, exactly, Marv. Get used to that on your tongue. But yeah, we're playing more Cafe Enchante today. So let's go around the room and introduce ourselves and the characters we will be voicing. My name is Nur. I voice Two Milk as well as handling most of their narration.
Oh God, we're like.
What?
Go ahead.
Did you guys not have your character sheets ready?
No. Mine? Okay, I'm Brevi, and I voice Miser, Canis, and Mikado's assistant.
Okay.
Alright, my name is Mochi, and I will be voicing Fado de Rie, Akira Mikado, Kororo, and Chitamira.
My name is Stenton. I am voicing Ignis Carbunculus, Kadia Ave, Epilogy, and Suwanawaki. And I am also filling in. I will fill in for Matcha's, Kaoru Rindo, Veneer, and Jomi.
Yeah. Yeah. So we think Matcha's sleeping right now. So everyone starts shaming him when he walks in. So, but in the meantime, Tenten will be filling in for Matcha, unless you want to split up parts, because that is a lot of parts. So,
well, I think Rindo's the only one going to be showing up. So for now,
yeah,
right?
we are in the Canis. We're in the Canis chapter, so it's going to be mainly a Brevi situation right now.
Okay.
But if you do want to start, if you do want to give some characters away, you can.
Okay.
That is an option available to you. But yeah, you'll get this down one day, y'all. I believe you. Thank you, Mon. But anyway, so last time I caught Cafe Enchante, it's still very easy for me to just say 2 sentences for this game, but basically we learned how to make coffee, we opened the shop. Oh, sorry, Marv. Excuse me. But we learned how to make coffee, we opened the shop, and now we took a impromptu trip over to Medio, which is the fairy world that Canis comes from. And we're currently just doing like a little fun tour thing of it. We're learning more about him. This is going to be mainly a world building kind of chapter, as well as the ones coming up. But that's basically it. there isn't too many in-depth summaries I could do for this one, unlike not Cafe Enchante. This is the game we're fucking playing. Code Realize. We got so much. Yeah, you're right.
So much steak.
There was so much steak.
There was so much steak.
Yeah.
Hands you a steak.
Hands you a
Hands you a
steak.
steak.
Hands you a steak.
Hands you a steak.
Hands you a steak.
All right. All right. So let's get started.
My Ignis voice is gonna sound weird for a bit.
Oh, are you okay?
I don't know. I just need to drink more water, I think.
Okay. Like, please drink more water. Do you have water? Okay, cool. Alright. After spending a few minutes with Canis, the old group I was so desperate to find finally gathered.
I was wondering what happened when Canis suddenly ran off. I'm very glad you're safe.
Ignis, or would you turn off the flame? I'm certain her body is cold.
Do I look like a barbecue to you? Ugh, but I'll make an exception, I guess. Try to get your clothes dry already.
Okay, thanks. I bring my body closer to the fire. I catch on fire. That Ignis made. At a safe distance, of course.
Wait a minute.
That was a lie.
Cooks a steak on you.
Oh no! I guess this is another sort of strange power from non-humans. Having steak on them at all times. My soaking clothes slowly began to dry with the help of his flame.
I'm seriously relieved. The moment I realized you weren't with us, my heart's practically stopped.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm sorry to make you worry, Mr. Rindo, and everyone. By the way, did you all come out at the same place?
Yes, we were all gathered together in front of the gate that I usually use.
So if everyone else got through the gate normally except for me... So me being separated like that isn't something that normally happens. I heard a strange noise when I went through, and I felt like I was being pulled away.
A noise?
Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, it was strange. From when I stepped foot into the gate until I was thrown out into the fairy world, everyone listened with serious expressions on their faces as I explained what happened.
That is quite odd. I have used the gate several times, but I do not recall such occurrences ever happening.
Me neither. Do you think the connection to Medio is just unstable?
That cannot be. If such a danger were present, I would have discussed it with everyone well before.
The GPM was unaware of this too.
Could be, because she is human?
No, I doubt that. A bunch of our personnel who have been investigating other worlds would have reported something about that.
Ellipses.
Miser, do you know why this might have happened?
No, I don't know anything.
That's a lawfully sussy, boy.
Oh, what I do know is that we should be careful when you travel through a gate in the future.
Okay.
It's just like holding someone's hand across the street. No harm being careful.
Right. At the end of our conversation, we were no closer to knowing what was the cause. The eerie noise, that terrifying sensation of being pulled away somewhere. I didn't want to feel that again.
Well, whether it's you or us, it's just been disaster after disaster ever since we got here.
Huh? Did something happen with you all too?
Yeah, wasn't as lucky as your deal, though.
It appears that Ignis and I cannot use our powers to their fullest potential in this world.
Huh. Once he finished, I looked over at Eel and Ignis. It didn't seem like there was much different with Eel, however. Huh? Ignis, is it me or is that flame around your body weaker?
Ellipses.
Ignis gave me a disgruntled frown as I made my observation known.
Exchanges between alternate worlds. I've seen some reports on this before. When it comes to traveling to other worlds, non-humans visiting worlds other than theirs have been known to weaken slightly.
Whoa, really? I glanced towards Miser.
I'm the exception. Zero change here.
Alright, the sussy meter just went up 2 clicks.
Do you have dollars, though?
I
have a few.
I have quarters.
Sucks
I
for
might
you.
have a nickel.
Nickels.
Oh, wow.
I love
Wonderful,
nickels.
Eel. I'm
His
the
name is
demon
Philip.
lord. I'm the demon lord whose cheating powers surpass even these walls beyond worlds. I can wreak havoc in any world I'd like.
I bet he only has pennies.
I do not.
And here I hoped you'd be the one who has pennies the most.
Ha 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 ha.
And, of course, this being my homeworld, I can exhibit my full strength here within video.
Canis moves his body, producing the tough, steadfast sounds of mighty suit of armor.
Normally, I fall behind Ignis when it comes to speed.
Yeah, the guy just left me in the dust. Shit. I just realized I can't fight if I do something someone tried to start something.
I feel like you shouldn't be visiting other worlds trying to fight people. But it made sense to me. That's why Canis was the first one who was able to rush over to me first.
As for me, my ability to fly has been hindered slightly, but it isn't so burdensome. I suspect it is because of the difference in the elements that make up the world and the energies that flow here.
Huh? What? I tilted my head in response to the odd choice of words that came from Eel. Canis and Miser followed up with some more information to clarify.
Yes, that might be what we in Asmodia refer to as magic powers. Some might also refer to it as mana. You know what that is. Do you need a dictionary to Milk?
What's magic?
Use the dictionary to Milk.
No, I can't read. Oh yeah!
Okay.
That's what people in games and stuff use as a source of power for spells, right?
Yes, demons and the demon world are construction.
Construction.
Excuse me, I cannot speak any longer.
Construction.
Demons and the demon world are constructed out of the same magic.
I have my hammer. Let's go.
Good. But in Medio's case, there's a different sort of energy at the foundation of this world, correct?
Canis gives a single nod.
That said, there is no proper name for it. Perhaps it is best to think that this balance of the world is a gift from nature.
We don't even have anything so complicated like this in Bestia. Although, I guess I've never taken the time to think about it. Do I look like I think?
No. You think about
No.
cooking.
Hands you a steak.
Think
Thank
about
you.
steak.
Thank God.
Then, in that case, you may not be used to the environment. This type of energy within them is. It is as if you were being weakened by an atmosphere that is too dense for you. Just like a book
Oh.
would be too dense for you.
Yeah, maybe so. You know, I noticed there's been this sweet smell ever since we got here. It feels like I have heartburn or something. Or maybe I do have heartburn.
Oh no. I see. Don't worry, I got some medication here. Here you go.
Oh.
Hands you medication.
And your medication.
Hands you a medication. It is worth noting that our powers do not seem to weaken as much in the human world. A special case, but quite strange.
Well, we don't need to go and figure out all of that right at this moment. I think we need to have a serious chat.
Now that my clothes are dry, Mr. Rindo began to speak in a stern tone.
Two milk. Maybe this was just bad luck. Do you see how dangerous other worlds can be, yes?
No.
It... And this is... Why the fuck am I explaining this to you? Which is a world that people consider to be a generally safe one. Our common sense doesn't apply here. Not that we had any. You wanted to learn more about alternate worlds. And I think you learned more than enough for today. So... how about we get back to Enhance?
Enhance?
Yes, Enhance.
No! I don't want to enhance!
As the one who brought you into danger, I cannot argue. If you wish to go back, we will return immediately.
They all seemed to wait for my word, as I was seen as a victim in all that happened. No one spoke. It was silent. It really was a terrifying experience. If Candace hadn't made it in time, I honestly believe I would have died. Knowing I could run into more fairies like those two out in our travels, just the thought. As beautiful as the scenery around me was, it was equally terrifying. Grandpa himself always stayed at Enchante. He never left to visit another world. Being the new owner of the cafe doesn't mean I need to visit my patrons' worlds. And yet... Angry ellipses. I'm sorry. I was apologizing, but it wasn't for what had happened. I want to stay a little longer.
Huh? But why?
Well, if I leave right now, the trip will end with me thinking that Candace's homeworld is scary, and I just don't want that. Also, the only reason I had that experience was because I was alone. If everyone else stayed with me, I'm sure my impression of this place would change.
Ellipses.
Rindo, you're a fellow human that can her sentiments. She doesn't want to have any bad memories of the home of her friend. You can understand how she feels, right?
Well...
Also, we stayed with danger, but truly, all that happened was that she had a little fall, right?
Just a little one.
Just a tiny one.
Tiny fall.
No, not exactly it.
It was like 2 feet.
Another instance of being forced apart may be unavoidable. However, I assume it would be difficult for her to encounter such danger again, as long as we are all with her.
Heal.
Yeah. What the shut-in over there is trying to say is that if we stay together, who gives a damn about any danger out there? Candace, that goes for you too, right? As long as you're with her, you wouldn't let anything happen to her, right? Right?
Of course. I vow to protect you every moment I am with you, no matter what.
Candace looks right at me as he speaks.
Right?
Right? Right? Candace, thank you.
I must thank you as well. I am honored that you would attempt to know my homeworld. If you so desire, I will continue to be your guide through this world.
Candace bows his head deeply in respect with his whole body leaning forward. Putting his hand to his chest and giving his pledge, he was the perfect image of a loyal knight.
Cute.
That is cute. I'm rooting for him. Eventually, Mr. Rindo was also persuaded to come along as well, so we would continue our journey in Medio. But first, we need to choose a meeting place in case we got separated again. We walked to Medio's gate, which I missed earlier since I was separated from the group. If our group gets split up again, I just need to come back to this spot. Knowing that makes me rest easy. Wow, there really is a gate here. It looks like a painting, seeing the gate standing in the woods. I wasn't sure, but it looks almost like the one at Enchante. Actually, it looks exactly like it.
The one in Callium has an identical design as well.
Bestia, too.
I see. These gates connect us to other worlds. I understand how amazing they are now, having gone through one myself. It's still a mystery what they really were. What I do know, however, is that they are very rare. It's just that only one exists in every alternate world. The gates of the worlds where the regulars come through all connect to Enchante. The gates in other worlds connect to places other than human worlds, or so reports say from the GPM. Why is there several in the human world, yet only one in each alternate world? Also, why these gates in particular are fixed only to go to the human world? Investigations on this are inconclusive. These gates seem to be unknown to non-humans aside from Miser in the group, and because of this, other non-humans haven't used them. As I was contemplating these curious things, running through reasonings I'd overheard...
Now, let us proceed with this as our starting point.
After deeming this the meeting spot, we set off. With Candace leading the way, we entered the forest once again. Wow, this area is so different from where I was. The spot I was in seemed much more level.
Huh. I guess you were spit out somewhere pretty far from here then.
That makes sense now. I took so long to detect you.
Please watch your step, everyone. The road becomes narrow here.
Oh shit, I tripped.
Look,
Watching my steps after his warning, the eerie sound of wind getting sucked into the valley below batted at my ears. I'll be careful after this part.
clearly not.
Well, if you do fall, I swear I'll save you at least 1 out of 3 times that you do.
I have eaten shit like 5 times already,
Oh,
Ignis.
fuck.
I hope you'll save me at least 2 times, though. Please. I'm begging you, please. I'm
I've
sure.
fallen and I can't get up.
Oh no! Just like my grandpa. I'm sure if I fall even once, I'll be headed straight into the afterlife, though. See you soon, Grandpa.
Oh, but Rindo, my services will cost you.
Well, that's a bit rude, isn't it?
I took a moment during our playful chatter to look at the scene above me. Flower petals were dancing in the wind, seemingly full of life, grazing at the branches. Wow, if it wasn't so dangerous, Medio would be such a serene and gorgeous place. As I was lost in thought, Candace stops as I trip over another branch.
Milk.
I'm fine.
I do not think so, but
I'm fine.
it seems like appropriate timing. Keep watching. You may see something interesting.
Interesting.
Hand you a branch.
Oh, thank you. Something odd began to happen around me. Ignis gave me a branch instead of a stake.
We zoomed in on the BG.
Whoa, we zoomed in. Ugh. The seasons were changing instantly.
Oh.
I was speechless as the trees around me began changing colors one after the other. If only the CG would reflect this.
Ooh, this would be pretty cool if we could actually see it happen.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
The leaves all suddenly changed color. How does that work? And I wish I could see it.
The flow of time differs between Medio and the human world. Let's consider the 4 seasons.
The hotel?
We're going to the
We do
hotel?
have one here, yes.
Whoa!
In Medio, flowers bud in the morning, their leaves are verdant by noon, their colors show at dusk, and the land is winter by night.
Yeah, the landscaping place too.
Fascinating. It's like an entire year in the human world happening in just one day here.
In that case, since it appears the summer is ending, that should mean it is close to noon now, correct?
Oh, wow. The fairies were evidence enough that the place was completely abnormal, but time flows here in a way that makes an entire year pass in a matter of a day. I hope I didn't just turn 26. Fairies lived among the twisting branches in the trunk at the center. This feeling of wonder keeps sinking in as I walk, and the fact that this world is one that doesn't follow conventions of my own. I forget who this is. This might be Venia, so I guess it would be 1010.
Looks like character.
Well,
I'm glad you joined Medio.
oh, okay.
I'm honestly quite surprised you would bring guests here, Canis Espada.
Who are you? I hear the sounds of leaves being crushed. Standing there, yeah, it is Venia. Standing there was a figure with androgynous features who didn't seem to belong to either gender. However, their beauty was. Hey, look at them using they them pronouns. Good on you, Axis. Completely ruined by the expression showed. They seemed to be ready to express how disgusted they were feeling.
Welcome, guests from an unknown world. I guess it's Venia right now. I am Chancellor Venia. I serve under the Fairy Queen, and I welcome you all here. Hey, this punk just sneered at us.
We are being welcomed, it seems. I believe this person expressed a friendly sentiment towards us.
No, there's no way that's true. I don't think I've ever received a more unpleasant welcome in my life. Oh, that's not true. I welcome you, I really do, on the surface. Even if you all seem like a crass, annoying bunch that I will have to deal with. I truly and honestly do welcome you happily under orders of Her Majesty, the Queen, who is alive in this universe.
Wow.
Oh, wow, she's still alive? Oh, what a lie. This one has a sense of humor.
It was an impressive scene. Everyone looked like they were at a loss of what to do. It was Candace who finally spoke out to them.
Venia, what do you mean by orders of the Queen?
Okay, I'm just curious. Okay, they're spelling it Venia in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so far we're consistent.
It's just as I say. Her Majesty the Queen has gone completely insane after being run over by an airship. Insisting she wanted to meet the ones from another world, hence why I'm here.
Well, good thing I'm not them. They're from the same world. I was sure they knew one another. Venia's shoulders droop as Candace asks his questions. Her Majesty, the Queen, who I thought died. That's right. Those fairies from the waterfall also mentioned something about the Queen. Oh, so would you say that Medio is under the rule of monarchy?
Right. The one known as the Fairy Queen rules over all the other fairies here.
Huh. So we're being invited directly to see this queen, then. That's what I've been telling you. Is there some issue with your brain's ability to understand language? What was that for? This person doesn't seem so nice inside.
Yeah. they, they speak with elegance, but what they actually say is horrible.
That being the case, I request you follow me, if you must feel inclined to.
Everyone turns their gaze towards me. I know they want me to make a decision, but what should I do? Are we gonna follow Venia or don't follow Venia?
What should I use?
Oh, what should I do, guys? Alright, guys, so there's a channel point regime called Grab Our Controller in the channel point, so if you want to weigh in on this, go ahead. Otherwise, we got the power of a D20.
Do you want me to voice act 3 characters still?
Do you want to delegate one of them?
No. This is funny.
Okay.
This is very funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling the D20. It's a 17, which is odd, which is top.
Okay. I mean, with you voicing like 3 characters and like all at once, you did kind of inherit the matcha role from Code Realize.
Yeah, it just passed right on to you.
Yeah, you actually were cursed. Alright, follow Venia.
If someone appears in any of these scenes.
Oh my god. Please, so on. I could hear the ghost of my old boss yelling in my ear. Never turned down an invite from a higher up.
Eh.
I mean, fine. Do they have food? Only if they have food.
True.
She's going out of her way to invite us, and I'll happily accept the invitation. Is there food there?
Indeed, we can swing by the Four Seasons Hotel and get some brunch on
Oh,
the way.
delicious.
I am certain the Queen will be delighted, and I thank you for accepting.
The being who rules the fairy world media. That'll be amazing to have an audience with someone with such a high ranking. Diamond 3. Sorry, my response seems selfish, but this all thanks to you, Two Milk, and your decision to stay here.
Not only because of your role as the owner of Enchante, but as an individual as well. I hope this will be meaningful.
Yeah. Free food. Did you spit in my food?
Oh, my apologies. But thank you so much for not understanding what I was trying to say, which is why I spat in your food.
No, I want to eat that.
You should have just declined. But oh well. Let's go. Come with me, everyone.
Ellipses. But it was from the Four Seasons.
I can't wait for my voice to be changed once Matcha arrives.
Venia didn't want us to be summoned, but had no choice as it was an order. Venia, while expressing their attitude in every way except the words they spoke, begins to walk away.
When you
Walk away. Venia showed us the way, but I could really tell he detested doing it. In any case, following Venia's lead, we proceed further into the woods.
This is the cloud CG from Realize.
Yes.
Yes, it is,
Okay.
actually. If it isn't, it's very similar.
It has to be.
It has to be the same. But the temperature had dropped suddenly. Media was tinted at a crimson sunset hue. As the sun continued to set, we traversed steep slopes and crawled over wooden walls.
This
Literally.
looks a lot like my sky.
London!
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 Oh,
I'm
London,
crawling all
hello.
over your walls! Like a lizard.
What?
Barely getting by after others continued to help me. Venia finally stops.
Alright, we're here. God, finally.
Judging from how far we've walked, we must be a considerable altitude. Radio's architecture is quite unique, yes?
It felt more like hiking up a mountain than a little walk. I really hope that my muscles aren't too sore tomorrow, flexes!
all of his muscles. The suit rips off.
Seriously, that was quite a distance to make us walk. Two Milk, how are you doing? Please don't look at Rindo right now.
I'm not looking at all.
Good, just avert your gaze.
I'm just okay right now. I'm going through a lot right now.
I understand.
No. I think that my legs are feeling sick right now, and I can't look up anymore. Taking Miser's hand to support myself, I took a second to manage my breathing.
Not sure if I should say this, but my muscles are such definition. But I think Vanya was just waiting for us to give up. They really didn't want to bring us here. How rude! It should be obvious, but here in Medio, there are many places inaccessible to those who aren't fairies.
Inaccessible for those who just rip their suits off too?
In fact, I guided you in a way that would be best for you. You should be thanking me.
Now that I finally caught my breath, I took a look around to where we were, avoiding Rindo at all costs. There. Oh god. I couldn't tell what this place was we were in inside the fairy world. The space we entered seemed like there was just a large hole gouged out especially for it. It was a strange place with large flowers blinking and the light strewn about. The scenery outside looked like it would look like fall. What the hell am I even reading? The scenery outside should look like fall, if I remember correctly, but the space alone looked like spring. As I was looking around,
it turned to winter.
It turned to winter. As if by magic.
Let me introduce you to the Queen. This way.
With Candace pulling my hand, we proceed to the center of the open space. And there...
Ah, so you are...
In the gentle, wafting breeze made with this girl's smile, it felt like the air surrounding us became infinitely sweet. It was like a throne of flowers.
Fairy Queen Titania. This is Enchante's owner, the granddaughter of Soan Owaki.
In these gorgeous surroundings was enthroned a small queen, much smaller than what I had imagined.
I'm glad you made it. My name is Titania. I am the queen of the fairy world. I am happy to be able to meet you, the owner of Enchante.
The little girl laughs cutely at a snicker. She looked as young as a child in grade school.
Introduce yourself?
No. It's nice to meet you. Oh shit,
that is not your name!
Oh no. Candace always takes good care of me at Enchante. I'm Two Milk Awaki. I had no idea how to greet her properly. Not only were we in an alternate world, but I was in front of royalty too. I pitched forward as far as I could, bowing deeply for an eternity.
Oh, he's taking good care of you. Quite an interesting fact. Don't you think, Kenneth?
No, I do not believe so at all.
Oh my, you're being quite cold, Janet. Is it because you have guests?
I raised my head and assumed that Candace is being teased in this conversation. He doesn't seem very pleased about that.
You all back there. I've heard of you as well. Everyone seems so very unique.
A little too unique, I believe. A demon lord and a fallen angel. A demon beast and an old man. Quite an odd group. Wait a second. Old is a bit much, don't you think? Would an old man have these?
Mr. Rinder, please, you are embarrassing me.
Oh my god. Mr. Rinder's comment was ignored by Venia. As Miser stood next to me, asked Titania a question.
So, the Queen seems to know a lot about us. Why did you call us here? The kid with the superficial politeness hasn't exactly given us much to go off of.
I don't know what that means.
There's a dictionary as always.
Ah, I see. Miser, she's a queen. You should speak more politely to her.
Really? That's what you're worried about?
Yes,
You
I
know,
am.
Don't forget, but I'm also technically a king, okay?
Knocks the crown off your head.
Excuse me!
Watching me in a panic, scolding Miser, the Queen Titania snickers in a laugh that sounded like a ringing bell.
Oh my! I don't mind if you speak to me naturally. My authority doesn't extend to you all. Now then, allow me to answer your question. The reason why I asked you to come here is solely to talk. Talk with us? Precisely. The one Kenneth Espada calls friend will come to this world. Of course, I would want to have at least have a chance to greet them.
Titania quickly glances at Canis.
Ellipses.
However, Canis just continues to watch over us, not responding in any way.
Well, regardless, considering Medio rarely ever gets visitors, it's only obvious we show you some hospitality. Tales from other worlds are fantastic entertainment for curious fairies. Seriously, I'm not sure your attitude is exactly screaming hospitality at us, you know. Oh, I know it's difficult, but don't be an idiot. I've been as earnest as possible concerning my hospitality towards you all. Fucking Christ. That's earnest? I'm not sure I'm sold.
Well, that's where we're at. If time should allow it. Do hope you'll all tell me about yourself.
I see. We don't have a real reason to decline, so if she's good with it, it's fine by me.
There's an N at the end there. I look towards everyone before speaking. Everyone either shrugs or looks away, uninterested, leaving it up to me. Glancing around at everyone, I opened my mouth. Alright. From Titania. How do I put it? Although her appearance was youthful, there was a sweetness she exuded. I didn't feel the tiniest bit of ill will towards us. Most of all, she was kind. Just simply kind. Even in this unpredictable world, I've been able to hold a nice conversation with her. I felt like she was simply just a good person who I'd like to get to know better. We can answer what we're able to, although it may not be much.
Oh, really? Wait, just one moment, please. You'll prepare a drink for them.
She must really want to talk to us. We get more food.
All of the steak you could want.
Oh. With the smile on her face, she nods, and everything around us begins to shake. What's going on? As if responding to Titania, several small branches grew out of the walls and floors. The innumerable branches twisted together, changing their shape. The area around the center of the room became adorned with new furniture, with a huge long table and several chairs appearing out around us. If only we could see it. Wow! This would be amazing if we could see this!
What a very interesting power. It seems quite different from what Miser or I can do.
I would believe so. Titania is borrowing power from the tree.
So does that mean she can manipulate plants at will? Candace nods in affirmation.
Now then, my guest, please sit wherever you'd like. Please partake of your drink this week and discuss your wonderful tales. I am so very excited.
Oh, there it is. With her offering, we moved to the seats closest to us. However...
Alright, so how are we supposed to partake in drinks when these cups are empty?
A disgruntled
Whoa!
A disgruntled Ignis, lowercase, picked up a wooden cup that was placed on the table. But he really did check that it was empty when he picked it up. He flipped it over.
So, what is this? You want us to drink the air around us?
Oh, of course not. Fairies don't eat or drink usually, but serving tea to guests is in our culture.
As Tanya spoke in a faint smile. Oh god.
Huh? It's the lady from before.
Oh my fucking god.
We're sorry about earlier. The queen yelled at us lot for that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Whoa! It's you two! One of your voices changed! My body suddenly froze. But watching them bow so sincerely, I felt like I needed to forgive them. Maybe this is just human sentiment. I'm sorry too, for not explaining to you what humans are. If we get a chance again, I hope we can do something safe. And not getting thrown off a cliff. After we're done talking here, of course.
Okay. Okay.
What should we do next time?
Whoa. I've got a bad feeling. Did they really get what I was trying to say? Along with arcs of light, many of the other fairies came into the room. They take several of the flowers blooming around us in hand and fly towards me. Not Sonic DXC. Oh, Fairy C.
Here you go. They're sweet and really good.
They begin to tilt their flowers over and they begin to fill our cups with nectar.
Now then, although we cannot provide much, we welcome you, guests from another world. Please relax and enjoy this banquet, courtesy of the fairy world medio.
The room echoed with laughter of the fairies, and the petals were dancing about. As the petals fall to the floor, they rise up again, and continue to move up and down that way as if having minds of their own. What's
Have some more, lady.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, what kind of place is a human world?
Is it cold? Hot? Small? Big?
So the human world, it's a fairy banquet. That's what the human world is. It's something you might see in a fairy tale. But actually being here in one, only words of awe come to mind. You can't help but just be captivated by the glittering fairies, no matter how many times you look at them. I lost track of time, continuing the banquet with fairies flying about as they pleased. After the fairies probed us for a while, the conversation slowed a bit. I take a sip of my drink or continue talking with the fairies. So our choices are get wasted or talk a little more. So if you guys want to chime in, you can decide whether we get wasted or not. If not, the D20 will be brought out again. I'm predicting that all of the bit characters will come out of the woodwork now.
God.
Oh my god. Do I trap 2 milk in the fairy world? Oh my god, Mon.
Oh no.
I mean Marv,
Marv.
sorry.
Marv.
Sorry, I keep on getting the name wrong. Up.
Oh
Marv.
boy. Here we go.
Marv.
Marv,
Marv.
what's your choice?
Marv.
I think we know.
Marv. Get
Yeah.
wasted. Take a sip of my drink.
Shut.
I quietly take a take a giant swig from the wooden cup, and a sweet scent runs through my nose. That's so good. It was so easy to drink, as if it were mixed with maple syrup and honey. I felt my cheeks melt at this flavor unknown to my human palate. I wonder if I could use this in a drink. To put in coffee. Would be difficult, but maybe there are other ways to use it.
Then, how about mixing it with milk and making it like a honey latte? I would love to try that.
Though, if you put it on the menu, Candace would have to bring some in every day.
Oh, Eel and Miser. Are you two done already? You were surrounded by fairies just now.
Yes, it was very unusual for them to see an angel and a demon together like this. We were asked so very many questions.
Answering one just brought on 10 more. I could only say things so quickly.
With a smile, I extend out my cup, and the two bring theirs in for a toast. With the pleasant sound of wooden cups meeting each other, I narrow my eyes. Seeing a scene like this really makes it feel real to me, as if it wasn't already. That this really is another world. It's not just people or the setting, the atmosphere itself is the most different. Ignis mentioned it before, but it's thick, sweet.
Oh yeah, they'll talk about energy from around noon today. It seems like Eel's affected a bit by it too. If Eel used his powers here, we'd get a downpour of flowers instead of light.
And in your case, Miser, all the plants here would rot away.
Ha 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 ha. Don't do it. I'm sure Eel
Well?
meant no harm, but that image was a bit much. Huh? So then, are all the mysterious powers that you two use actually not magic?
No, in fact, they're the complete opposite.
Science.
Anti-magic.
Anti-magic.
Magic. Its basis is a fundamental element in our worlds, yet to be understood by science.
So it is science.
Some non-humans use that fundamental element to cause all sorts of supernatural phenomenon. Eel's brand is a kind of angelic law that's a combination of logic and math, executed by praying to the heavens. It's very graceful.
Ew.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Conversely, Miser's brand has no definition.
My brand.
Permeates all, and the type where one's wisdom and abilities become technique.
1-800-CONTACTS?
That's my brand.
Oh.
How did you know?
The two nod at each other as the other explains the power they employ.
We have special eyes.
Whoa.
I
Huh. It was a bit difficult to understand. How can they have his brand?
Well, to make it simple, what Eel uses are techniques made from minute calculation.
Techniques?
Do you know what those are? 'Cause I sure don't.
Oh.
Can we? Yes.
Okay, lawful magic. I
What?
see.
What?
Okay.
Like. Oh my god.
Well.
And what Miser uses is some kind of power that's really strong.
Oh, some kind of power,
Just like
huh?
my brand.
Some
I have
kind
very,
of power.
very special eyes.
Oh, I see.
You have very, very
It's
bad
such
eyes.
a bad prescription.
Oh no.
You're basically blind.
I really am.
Oh.
That's for you.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, that's why he was so close to me in the beginning of the game. He couldn't see me.
Exactly. I didn't know who
Oh,
the hell
I
you
see.
were.
I see. Unlike Miser, I can see. The explanation seemed oversimplified, but it was direct and understandable for someone like me.
Well, let me continue to explain. This power is defined differently between worlds and have many names.
Ah.
It's a lot to absorb in one day.
Uh-huh.
I think it's probably sufficient to know that they're just different powers. So, screw that whole explanation, I guess.
Well,
There may come a time when I will be able to put my abilities on display. It'd be good to compare them then.
okay. I will. We all spent our time just as we wanted, including myself. Oh. In the corner of the hall, I saw Candace leaning against the wall and watching our festivities. Candace, I felt like I haven't seen much of you this past short while. I don't know you were over here.
Oh, it's you. Are you enjoying the banquet?
Yeah, very much. The hall is so beautiful and the nectar from the flowers is so delicious. And I feel like I've been able to let go of my fear of the fairies bit by bit. It's probably this wasted thing, though. Probably.
I see. I'm glad to hear that, I suppose.
Candace seemed to sigh under his helmet. Looking at his hands, he also wasn't holding a wooden cup. Huh? Candace, have you actually been over here the whole time? You're not getting wasted with me?
Yes, I'm the designated driver.
Oh.
I'd only sour the mood by joining.
Oh. Sour the mood? Sure, Candace wasn't the most talkative type, but he always took part in Enchante's tea parties. It's not like he doesn't do well with these kind of events.
To milk.
What is it? I was so lost in thought that my response was late.
It seems Titania is calling for you. Would you mind speaking with her?
After his comment, I looked down the hall to see...
Ellipses.
My eyes locked with hers as Titania sat on a throne of flowers, giving me a gentle smile.
I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation, but I just had to talk with you quietly for a moment alone.
As I slowly walked towards her, Titania greeted me with a smile like a blossoming flower. A bit of a distance away from us.
Ellipses.
Standing there emotionless was the one who called themselves her chancellor, Venia. That silence is spooky, but first I should talk to Titania who called me over. I just want to thank you for welcoming us so graciously. I truly appreciate it, and I apologize for not greeting you sooner.
Oh, don't be so stiff. And I told you before, didn't I? You can just naturally with you. Even that lord doesn't talk to me with any sort of formality. I'd like for you to do the same.
Ah, are you sure? She looks small, but the way Titania expresses herself has a regality to it that's undeniable.
Indeed. And no need for titles either. You can address Venia however you like. I will allow it.
Ellipses?
Fania clearly slumps their shoulders, likely hearing what she just said. Okay then, Titania?
Yes, yes. Oh, it makes me so happy to get called so casually by a fellow girl.
Titania nods, satisfied and smiling, and my anxiety had melted away.
Is Kenneth doing well at Enchante?
Yeah, I was a bit surprised at his appearance when I first met him, but I'm completely used to it by now. He's a very honest and caring person, liked by plenty of other humans.
I see. That is wonderful. So, Awaki, was it? I have deep gratitude towards your late grandfather and Enchante.
Gratitude?
Yes. After Kenneth started visiting that cafe, he has calmed himself quite a bit. I've heard all the details about his life there after you took over.
Ah, that might be embarrassing. I hope he doesn't go into too much detail. About all of my failures in particular, the whole coffee thing.
No, please, forgive him. It just shows how deep his love is for the time he spends at that cafe. He speaks highly of you as well, and always in a happy tone.
I see. I'm still just a half-baked cafe owner. But I was proud to continue protecting a place that Candace cherished enough to talk about so much with others.
2 milk. Will you take a moment and walk with me?
Okay. I walked with her just as she asked.
This place you all hold so dearly. I'd like you to show it to me. This cafe everyone loves so much. Enchante.
I suddenly realized her small hand was grazing my cheek. And Titania's face slowly closes in on mine.
I hope you're gay.
Oh! With a small bump, our foreheads touch each other.
The lesbians, Harold!
with a bright light and a sweet scent, my consciousness is taken somewhere else completely. Dash. Kiss coward.
Wait, god fucking damn it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There's someone there. Sitting in front of Grandpa. A really big person.
What?
Someone with real hard-looking clothes on.
Real hard!
Oh.
What? Oh Lord, someone.
Yeah? Come on, hurry up and drink your espresso. It's gonna get cold.
Well, I would truly like to, but I sense a gaze coming from deeper within the cafe. Ellipses. What is that small creature hiding in the shadows of that pillar? It seems like the fairies of Medio.
Huh? A creature? The hell? We don't have any rats here.
They're fairies, how rude!
Oh, that's right. This must be your first time seeing a child.
A child!
Oh god. Ah!
It appears to have hidden under the table.
Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle.
Oh my goodness, it's scuttling. What do we do?
She got away from you, huh? Well, I'm sure we gotta do something about that no-necked almond situation of yours. Alright, well, maybe just grab the kind of helmet that matches your armor. Then you'll look like a real knight, like in those fairy tales.
I do not see much significance to wearing a helmet or appearing like a knight, but if that is customary, I will do so.
Sleep. You somehow got a little more menacing, but good enough and not too bad.
Grandpa looks like he's having
Or
fun.
not.
Is that a big person? Is that big person having fun too?
Ellipses.
Why did I have to give him a question mark? What's up?
I see. So this is a human child. Considerably different from us fairies, beings whose natures and possibilities are decided the moment they are born. That is so wonderful. I feel the shining light of endless possibility within that soul.
The possibility of not knowing how to cook coffee.
I sense she doesn't know how to make coffee.
Is that person Grandpa's customer too?
Hmm? It is looking this way again.
Scuttle, scuttle,
It's
scuttle.
actually freaking me out. Oh my goodness. Yes, don't be frightened, okay?
Scuttle,
but
scuttle.
You would make a terrible babysitter.
You sit on them?
Crawls across the floor. Ellipses.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah, I have to. Say hi. Ugh. In a snap, the world around me changes back. As I blinked my eyes, the image of Titania's gentle smile became clear before me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It seems I got a bit carried away.
Huh? Did you do something to Tanya? I felt like my mind went blank. It didn't feel like anything really had happened, but Titania didn't respond to me.
Seems like such a nice place. This lovely place called Enchante.
She closed her eyes as she muttered softly, but I noticed. Titania, it's almost like you're a parent worrying about their child.
Do you mean I'm acting like Candace's parent?
Right, well, I suppose if I judged you by your looks, it would be the opposite. Sorry, was that rude of me to say? Titania laughed, shaking her head.
Oh, no, don't worry about it at all. You're not exactly mistaken. I exist to watch over all fairies. In fact, I've watched over Canis since the moment he was born. It's not unlike a parent, a human parent, I presume.
What? You're older than Canis?
Yes, age isn't much of a concern amongst fairies. So, it's not so much that I've lived long, but more like Canis is quite young compared to other things.
Huh. So does that mean she's a gilf? Does that include the small fairies too? Are they also gilfs?
Right, we're all guilty. No, not all of them. Among them, there are those who've lived over double the time Kenneth has, however.
What a difference.
The gilf.
The ultra gilf. Titania watches me pleased as I react to every little thing she says.
Ellipses.
However, all of a sudden, a shade cast upon her adorable smile.
That's why I've watched over Canis for the eternity of his life. That's why I know what grieves him, why he suffers.
Ellipses.
We aren't even talking to you, Venia. Titania?
My apologies. If stirred up great emotion to consider the happenings of the past. To Milk, please take care of Canis for me. Though he may not look like it, he is very prone to feeling a little lonely. That's the sort of being he is.
Okay, I can do that, but Canis really does get lonely?
I phrased it like that to be playful, but he honestly dislikes being alone. I'd like to stay by his side, but I simply cannot be away from this place.
Titania speaks in a saddened smile and taps her feet lightly. You mean because of your role here?
It would be better if that were the case, but physically, I cannot leave this place. That's what it's meant to be the fairy.
I asked my question nonchalantly and was surprised by her reply. The queen became one with the throne, bound to it for the rest of her life. No way.
Sorry. I didn't need to talk about that. It is still an honor to hold this position. You need not worry about it.
Titania smiles. It's true. She doesn't seem necessarily crestfallen by the situation. Hey, Titania. Is it okay if I come back? I'll bring some coffee from Enchante. I'd like you to try some. Maybe taste some of Candace's favorites, have more chats?
Oh, but of course. You're welcome anytime, Bill.
The queen of the fairy world Media was far more than the child she appears to be. She was, in fact, a dazzling, splendid woman.
Do you have a Discord server?
What?
Titania.
I'd like to join your Discord, please. I continue to talk with Titania. After our conversation ran its course, I was in her Discord server, and I returned to where she met me. Huh? Candace isn't here. He's not in the Discord server either.
Canis has left the hall. He likely won't return until the party ends.
Venia spoke from behind as they had followed me here. He won't? How come?
He's an ill omen.
What?
He's an ill omen.
Sorry, I'm hard of hearing. Can you just repeat that?
Do I shout it in your left or your right ear?
Both.
Okay.
After expressing my confusion, Venia further explained in a dark, ominous tone.
The Black Knight Canis Espada, also known as the Fairy of Death. And of all the fairies, he is the only one who rules over and symbolizes death. Not yours, but, you know.
Just death.
He's a bad omen whom all of the fairies fear. He can't be seen at a celebration.
Ellipses. I wasn't fully able to take in what they meant, and my mouth was agape. An ill omen? The Fairy of Death? Sounds goth as hell.
But it's too bad. Candace's Espada is here now. He's a really scary fairy. We'll have to play another time.
I remember that the fairies ran away as Candace arrived. That's right. There was something similar in one of the books Grandpa left. Doulahan, a fairy with the appearance of a headless knight found in Irish folklore. Arriving in a carriage pulled by a headless horse, he leaves only after someone's death. The Dullahan in the book was illustrated so menacingly. Although how different from Canis, I guess I really never paid attention. So that means he removed himself because other fairies are afraid of him?
Yes, that's exactly it. Even if this wasn't a celebratory occasion, no fairy would even speak to him, other than myself or Her Majesty.
That must mean Canis is completely alone out here in the fairy world he calls home.
Although he may not look like it, he is very prone to feeling a little lonely. That's the sort of being he is.
I remember my conversation with Titania just a little while ago. Thinking about how alone Canis always feels, the expression on my face darkens. Ellipses.
Ellipses. 6 dots. Exit the hall and turn right. Then head up the spiral staircase.
Enter the shrine of the silver monkey. Huh?
That's where Canis is, the legend of the hidden temple.
Whoa!
The silver barracuda have advanced.
Oh god!
I am quite self-aware. Contrary to what you think, you should go see him if you wish.
Thank you! Oh god!
Whatever. Her Majesty the Queen seems to hold you in high regard. I'll let everyone know where you went, even the fairies.
Ah!
Also, at this time of day, the ground is slippery. Please do be careful not to fall again.
Oh, might not
That's a lot
be.
of balls.
Wow.
I don't think I'm surviving this trip. Is this from Code
No.
Relays too? No, this is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is different, CG. While on the path that Venia directed me along, I tripped 5 times. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
Girl, I told you not to trip.
The air grew colder and colder, and tiny snowflakes began to fall. These are more than tiny.
tiny.
Snow halation. My body shivered at the cold that brushed along my cheeks. My feet crunched along the road, now covered in snow in a matter of moments. I came out to a clearing, and there was a breeze. Within the gentle whirl of snowfall, I see the back of a large figure.
2 milk?
Canis, I'm glad I found you. In a sigh of relief, I walked towards Canis.
Why are you here? And why do you have so many bruises? Did you fall again?
I fell 5 times.
Oh my goodness, 2 milk.
I'm
There
fine.
I doubt that. There are very few that have the opportunity to participate in a banquet of the fairies.
Well, what about you? Why are you here? And why don't you have any bruises?
I cannot even answer that. I have no particular reason. If anything, I am just resting.
I see. I got a little tired too. Can I rest here with you?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
Well-
I'm sorry. That slipped out. I mean...
I can just leave. I don't want
No,
it to
wait,
be awkward.
hold on.
I can just trip 5 times back there. It's
Wait,
fine.
I really would rather... Oh. Why is this strange man laughing at us?
He's laughing at me. I got rejected. Can't believe this, Canis. You reject me and then Titus the fairy comes and laughs at me?
I'm sorry, I did not know he would be here.
Oh god.
Listen, if that is what you wish, I do not mind.
You mean it?
I mean it.
Okay.
Although, well, you do, I cannot guarantee I have anything to talk about that is adequate for this occasion. I am just socially awkward, I apologize.
Okay. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. It seems like you're a bit down ever since the banquet started.
Hmm, do you truly think so?
Yeah. Candace looked down as he spoke. His mood seemed to mirror the scenery we found ourselves gazing at. What can you see from there?
The inside of a helmet.
Oh, right, stupid question. Sorry.
Would you like to see? You can see the entire world itself.
Huh? Candace? Are you a flat earther? Did he mean something philosophical by that? I felt like Candace laughed just a bit just now. I didn't understand what he
Huh.
meant, but looked out carefully. I saw, in the darkness and dancing snow.
Can you see it? That's all of the fairy world Medio.
Like all of it?
Like all of it. There is no curvature anywhere to be found.
Oh no! Candace! I mean, that looks rad as hell, but the world is round, dude!
Maybe your world.
What? All this time I thought we were deep in the forest abundant with trees. I was wrong. What I thought was a forest, it was just a bunch of branches and leaves. Medio's all a single tree?
Exactly. The fairy world Medio is comprised of a single world tree. The roads, the walls, it's all part of it. Even the waterfall is just another part of the world tree. Drassel.
Trestle.
Just a drop falling from a tree branch may be a bit of an exaggeration, but that's truly all it is.
Ellipses. A tree earther. Oh no! In other words, what I saw as trees were sprouts. The roads were just branches. What a scale. It's just so big.
You seem surprised.
Of course I am. I didn't think that tree earthers were right in this world. I never imagined a tree could be an entire world. Probably surprised by my reaction, Candace, as if looking at something pleasant, smiled. Or at least I think he did.
This is kind of something like the summit to a mountain. It's my most favorite place in all the fairy world.
So this is your favorite place. Coming back to my senses a bit more, I looked where Candace was looking. I could see something that looked like lights blinking in the distance. Atop the branches at the crown of the trunk, those spots must be where fairies of Medio reside. Maybe it was because of this wintry look, but Drassel covered in snow and light was beautiful. I felt this feeling so often ever since I arrived here, but this moment now was truly the most beautiful moment of them all. Kinda makes me happy.
What does?
Now you showed me your favorite spot, even though I was the one who kinda barged in here. I still don't know all about you. Maybe just me feeling it, but I'm happy.
Ellipses. Well, that is not true. For me, this view is, I am happy you can see it. I am happy you understood its beauty and can appreciate it for that. And even though it was by chance, I am happy that you are here with me.
Ellipses. Canis? Vendia mentioned this, but I heard you never go near any celebrations and others are afraid of you. That you're a bad omen that governs death.
Ah, way to ruin the mood. So you've heard.
Yeah, I just kind of brought all of that up out of nowhere, huh?
Thank you so much, True Milk.
You're welcome. Just
You
reminding
do
you.
not You do not need to worry about me. It is only natural that they fear me. To fear death is a natural instinct held by any living creature. The fairies of Medio are no exception. In fact, they may be even more afraid, as they are immortal beings. It is more natural that they fear me, the one who embodies and symbolizes death itself.
Ellipses.
You do not seem pleased.
Yeah. I mean, Candace was just born into that role. It's not like he wanted to become the symbol of death because he wanted. I just read that backwards. But yeah.
It is all right. I have you and those at Enchante, friends who understand me. It is more than I deserve.
But as I tried to contend with his words, Candace gently grabs my wrist.
And, more importantly,
Okay, 1, wash your hands. 2, don't touch me.
since you've come all this way, I will share with you a secret of mine.
Oh? Huh? Candace leans in, right to my face. Oh. His helmet vanishes into thin air. He pulls in my hand, and there was nothing but empty space.
Can you feel it?
But there was gentle warmth there. I could feel it faintly in my palm. That's so strange. It feels warm. Might be the fire.
It may surprise you, but even though I am known to be a headless knight, and you can't see my face, I actually do have one.
So head?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
Eyes, ears, and a nose. Don't worry about the mouth. They can never see me, seen nor touch,
Oh my god.
but they really are there.
Oh! I never knew that! Trying to prove what he said was true, Candace gently guides my fingertips. Huh? So that just must mean... Though I can't physically feel it, I'm touching Candace's face. I almost feel like I'm doing something wrong here.
Oh my god.
My God.
Candace, this is a little embarrassing, so...
Wait. Stay like this for a moment longer.
Candace wanted to stay close. Ellipses.
I am glad you are unable to see my face.
Huh?
Although you may not be able to see it.
I see the cherry blossoms.
Just ignore those. Right now, I feel like I look so happy to share this view with you. I would be too embarrassed for you to see.
Even though you can see mine. Candace speaks with joy in his words as I muttered about it not being fair.
Although I cannot convey everything I feel, I would still like to say this. I am thankful for you, Two Milk, for embracing my loneliness. I feel so limited to only be able to express how I feel in words. I cannot even convey half of the feelings within me.
No, it's okay. I understand them. It makes me really happy to hear you need Enchante. And me. I think that's the best compliment you could ever give to the cafe, to be honest. So, I hope you keep coming by Candace Espada. Here's a
Did you forget
dictionary.
who I was?
No, I'm showing you who you are. Here's a dictionary definition for you.
Thank you so much. I forgot who I was.
Oh!
I should be asking you to keep inviting me. I hope we can continue just like this.
I looked towards the face I could not see, and we shared a chuckle together. A gentle laugh that could contest the joy of the banquet being held far away. A little ha-ha. A little chuckle. A little hee-hee-hee.
Hee-hee-hee,
Hee-hee-hee.
if you will. Okay, Rindo, you can kindly fuck off. I was having a moment there.
Well, in the middle of that romantic moment, Rindo's here.
I mean, it was showing off my muscle.
Oh no.
Rindo, again?
Rindo, you can't keep
This
doing
is my
this.
second good suit I've run through today.
No! Rindo just brings like 5 suits with him everywhere. As rays of morning light urge me awake, small birds sing out on the wire. It was a morning a few days after our visit to the fairy world Medio. I moved to start the day of cleaning and was in the middle of wiping the tables. Whew, that should do it. I should be just in time for opening at this rate. Cafes truly are so busy in the morning, but I was getting into the swing of it. Checking all the expiration dates on the food and storage, the morning opening, gathering out all the trash from the day before, rushing to throw it all away, and on the weekdays, receiving deliveries from vendors. When you think about what needs to be done to open shop, you just begin the wake early. There's a huge difference from living at home, where I'd always sleep to the last minute. Ellipses. Still. Even though I make everything look nice, it's not like any new customers will come by. Dropping my shoulders with a listless smile, I wring my towel and keep cleaning. Well, that's not important anyway. Okay, once I'm done here, I need to clean the storefront and water the plants. Since Candace has those flowers he'd been growing in the backyard garden, I wonder if decorating with those would be fun. I cleaned for another 5 minutes or so. I finished polishing the tables, enough to pat myself on the back for it. So shiny! With some time to spare, with some time to spare, I continued cleaning my cleaning frenzy to the far room. It wasn't used very much, but that's no excuse to be lazy about cleaning it. It still needed to be done. I mean, here is the other entrance to Enchante. Did you guys forget that this is the other entrance to Enchante?
Yeah, I didn't remember that at all.
Yeah. It hasn't ceased to amaze me. The scene I saw only a week before, it was all still burned into my vision. Yggdrasil, literally a giant tree that covered an entire world. A world that quickly waltzed through the 4 seasons, a world of fairies. And also, the Fairy Queen Titania and Venir.
Veneer?
Yeah, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, Venir. You guys remember Venir, right?
Yeah.
You remember the veneer
Absolutely.
of their...
Yeah, the Venir. He lives at her side. Anyway, fantastic localization. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Oh my god.
Thinking back to that day we walked across the world, my hand slowly comes to my chest. The homes of everyone here. Worlds of fairies, demons, beasts, Venia, Veneer, heavens. Beyond this door, there's so many worlds to see. I want to go to them. Honestly, I could feel the desire within me. Going to the fairy worlds and taking just a glimpse at all of its wonderful sights probably triggered this feeling. 2 dots.
God.
The fucking English is collapsing at the seams right now. The charm of another world, with things unbelievable in my normal life, was pounding at my chest. Unseen worlds, unseen sights, and the people I've yet to meet. By making new acquaintances one after the other. And if those people would come to Enchante, I'm sure that would be a marvelous thing.
And money.
A place for someone to be, huh? This place I already called my own, Enchante. If this cafe could be a place like for them, for Miser and everyone else, I'd be happy if it could be for others too. And for that to happen, yeah, I've got to do my best. First, I have to be an amazing owner. One step at a time. If only I could remember all the people's names I met. Surely I didn't forget someone's name. Urging myself onward, I turned away from the gate and began walking away.
Ellipse.
Huh? Feeling like I heard something, I turned back and listened carefully. Ellipses. But I didn't hear any noise after that. Must be nothing. And instead... Oh.
Revy will be back in just a second.
Oh, okay. Miser T-poses at the door.
Miser's just doing this. Fuck, where's that emote?
Where's the emote?
There it is.
Yeah, just fucking standing there.
Amazing.
Yeah. He needs to load in. It's fine.
Oh, sorry, I disappeared.
Oh.
I was running a marathon.
Oh.
Anyway, are you starting a greeting service today?
Why were you T-posing?
Don't worry about it.
Miser, who just happened to arrive, gave a pleasant smile. Oh, haha, welcome. I guess I just imagined that.
Miser?
I'm not actually here.
Sometimes I just talk to myself, you know. It really was a peculiar sound in a peculiar person, though.
So, my adorable little owner, there isn't much more time until the cafe opens, but are you okay?
Ah! Wait, you're here?
I'm here again, hello. I'm just in your imagination then.
Oh, you're right. That's right. I didn't have time to just stand here. Thank you, imaginary miser.
Nobody else will be able to see me, you'll just look insane.
I'll just ignore you the whole rest of the stream then.
Oh, please don't, I'm lonely.
So I have my apron and walk off, pumping myself up. Alright, I'll do my best today too. Gonna get 5 figures in sales.
Okay.
Okay.
It's been 4, 5, about a week since we all went to Medio, hasn't it?
Yes, are you enjoying that food? It's gonna be 10,000 yen? 5 figures.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh. I feel like that much time has really passed. I can still remember everything that happened there so clearly. Had the seasons changed and...
Yeah, it was quite splendid. I uploaded it to social media to see what would happen.
Oh my
The
god.
views went simply great.
You posted it? What an alternate world looked like?
Oh, that's what happened. I was wondering what Irindo was yelling at you after we got back.
Oh, just how badly has our angel been poisoned by the human
Well,
world?
he posted on Meta, and then he posted on Instagram, and then
All of those.
All of
Ew.
those.
Ew.
and both of his tumblers.
No.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
ew.
no. Not even. He posted on his Homestuck blog?
He
I
even
thought you
posted a-
deleted that, you.
He even posted a fan cam version.
No. Horrible.
But it's all the rage these days.
Ew.
Ew. A simple black coffee.
What?
I don't know what that is. Do you guys need to know?
Clearly, Two Milk does.
But it's carbonated until bubbly with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Coffee float.
Oh.
So simple black coffee led to coffee float.
Wow.
Wow.
This is the best dictionary I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yes, it is. The three of them talk amongst themselves while taking sips of their drinks. It seems like they are still excited about visiting a non-human world as if it were their first time.
Well, still, I haven't been to another world in a while. It felt like coming here for the first time.
You know, seeing the faces of all you jerks doesn't exactly give me the urge to go check out where you grew up, Yun.
The time came when I'd normally want to close the morning menu. The regulars were talking with excitement about Medio throughout the morning. I can understand how Eel feels. It was definitely a sight you want to share with other people.
Exactly. I just did what a normal human would. Therefore, I am completely innocent.
Well, on your Homestuck blog though?
The Homestuck one, Hill?
Really?
Why not? What's wrong with the gray creatures?
Who the fuck is stuck at home?
Oh, God.
You know, I've heard that some people sometimes paint themselves with gray paint and go to large gatherings.
Hill, please? We're not getting into that, please.
Oh,
What
Okay.
about we could use gray Sharpies?
No! You know what? It sounds chaotic. Let's do it. After I talk, though.
Okay.
Well, we're probably okay there. It's not like he captioned it saying it was another world. So, Two Milk, what did you think about going to another world?
Sorry, I'm looking up gray Sharpies. Miser blindsided
Are
me
they
with
on
this question.
sale?
They are on sale.
Oh,
God, let's go. You can get a hotel bathtub. Let's go.
is it 4 seasons?
Yes! Eel and Ignis both turn their faces towards me, waiting for my reply, and a silence falls over the cafe. Let me think.
Oh,
Yes, Ignis?
go on.
Okay. Of course, I'd even doubted their entire existence at first. Then it was scary. But coming back here after visiting one, if I were to put it into a single word... I can't think of a single word. I think it was fun. Traveling to an alternate world. What I saw and touched, what I heard and felt. I would have never come across those things if I continued my old lifestyle. So if it's possible, I want to tell the old me who thought my old work was the only life I could possibly have. Traveled. Yes. Maybe you don't want to have to go to another world, but there are so many things you could change if you lift up your head. I let out my feelings after thinking it over thoroughly. And I'm Enchante's owner now. This time we only went to Candace's world, but being able to learn a little bit more about everyone like this makes me happy. Miser gently smiles as I answered him.
Yes, I understand. I'm just glad that the experience for you was a positive one. And aren't you both happy too that our current owner's trying to take interest in us?
Ignis looks a bit off to the side as Eel smiles as he usually does.
Well, you know, just means she's gotten closer to what Encante's owner should be, right?
Yes, this is yet another step towards the bond of love. It is indeed important to know about each other.
I looked on as everyone chattered away happily, my face loosening into a smile. This really is nice. I felt like the sight had become natural to see for me. Although unfortunately, Candace and Mr. Rindo weren't there. But even with demons, angels, or humans, everyone gathered here in peace. Carrying over more coffee, I joined from time to time in conversation. I'm sure this is what Enchante was really supposed to look like.
Oh.
Well,
Yes.
Yes!
yes. Wait, can I see the... Can I see the...
It
Yep.
just spaced it out.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
oh, this game. Like,
We hit this
Oh.
fucking chapter.
it just collapsed in on itself. Like, last chapter was the last time they made effort.
For real though.
I'm sure it was what Grandpa saw that made him smile. Grandpa!
What, young lady?
Grandpa!
Oh, fuck, wait. What?
You're here? No, Grandpa, come back! Oh, darn. I'm sure he wanted to see the sight forever and ever. I'm a bit saddened by the thought. I closed my eyes. Just then, what disturbed the silence was the sound of the doorbell for the rear entrance.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, welcome.
Why are they coming through the rear? Oh. Oh, God. Hey, Erinto. We were just talking about that headless suit of armor's.
Oh my god.
Thomas,
Survived.
Oh, hi.
Are you fucking joking?
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
hello?
Huh?
Ellipses?
Ellipses?
Headless suit of armor. Huh.
As everyone turned around, the clamorous activity came to a sudden halt. Everyone turned their gaze. These days, the only regular that would be using the rear entrance would be Mr. Rindo. Or so I thought. But standing there wasn't the usual Mr. Rindo that we all knew. It was a boy.
A child.
A
A
child.
child.
It was a much younger boy. Who are you?
Who? Well, a customer, I hope. The place is open, right? There was a sign up front? Up in front?
Of course. Welcome? My heart was jumping around so much that I almost forgot to show him a seat. Glancing at me, the boy sits at the counter and opens a menu.
Okay then. Hit me with this iced coffee. Medium.
Okay, it's actually hot. Oh, please let me know if you have any preferences to how it's brewed.
I'm not savvy with that. Your pick.
Understood. Just wait just a moment. Oh god, a new customer? I, of course, was warned that this could be possible. It is true that delivery trucks and public service people can get to the cafe.
What's up?
Oh no, it's nothing. My behavior came out as nothing else but awkward to this unforeseen circumstance. Meanwhile, I looked over to see if Miser and the others were just as taken aback as I was. Well, yeah, should have guessed as much. There's our smiling demon lord and the relaxed fallen angel, as normal as can be. Ada seemed like the only one who was a bit nervous, just like me. It seemed that he was glancing at the new customers back time to time.
Wait.
Do you think this
That wasn't
happened
possessive.
to arrive? This would be the first time in years.
Last time was... Oh yeah, that's right. That girl talking about the four lords. Seriously though, I shouldn't be one to talk. Enchante's barrier's got a lot of holes in it, huh?
You really just gotta laugh it off. Hey, if he's just a normal customer, he'll go home soon if we just leave him be.
The fact that my regulars talk just like normal without lowering their voices at all filled me with fear.
Oh my god.
Fortunately, he was fiddling with his phone and didn't seem to notice the conversation between the regulars.
Oh my god. Fucking chapter's long.
Yes.
Ellipses.
Although,
Ellipses.
he's staring at me really, really hard. Now that I think about it, I'd always been preparing to just get the cafe open, that I had no idea how to do customer service.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
True milk?
What's customer service? And anyway, I just have to not be rude. Be quick and service with the smile. Here's your iced coffee.
Thanks.
I was complimenting myself on the inside for not spilling anything. I finally realized that was just how nervous I was. So when a new customer comes in and sits at the counter, am I supposed to talk with him? No, but it's possible they feel I'm just bothering them. Yay.
Yeah.
With my hand open, I went to wash some dishes while I was frowning at myself, letting out a small groan. Eee.
Hey, can I sit here?
Huh? Before I knew it, our demon lord sat in the seat right next to the boy.
Huh? Well, sure.
Sorry, I'm currently fighting with a cat.
Oh.
Thanks. Hey, owner, can I get a blended coffee?
Where'd that cat come from?
I really don't know, but
Oh.
she's trying to eat things.
Oh, I'll bring it out right away. What is Miser doing? I just hope he doesn't say anything weird. And right as I think that...
So, you're the type that just looks like a human, but actually aren't, right?
Huh?
The young boy's confusion spills out. Yeah. What made that seem 100 times more intense was probably my own feelings. Ignis seemed to share my sentiment. Oh, he's dying. Oh no. Oh, he's dead.
Again, Ignis?
His gasping and coughing made it all the way here to the counter from his seat.
I'm glad I got it
Oh,
right.
he's on the ground. Hey, Mize. I tried to cut him off, but Miser gave me a quick wink to suggest they had it all under control.
Hey, mister. I knew I looked the part, but are you crazy on the inside too?
Oh my god.
Did you just beat up? Well, if you're asking me if I'm crazy or not, I'm super crazy. I'm a demon lord after all. But I get the hunch that you're plenty crazy yourself, wouldn't you agree?
Oh my god.
The temperature just dropped, didn't it? Did the air conditioner turn on?
The air conditioner. Whoa! What the hell? My feet are freezing.
Huh? What's happening? Eel and Ignis seem to be making a fuss. But for now, I should stop the water I was running and go over to listen to what Miser's talking about. I was taken aback by my realization. The water! It stopped. Or actually... What's going on? The entire faucet's just... frozen?
I see. Could you be...
That moment. The small boy clapped a 1,000 yen bill onto the counter and ran out of the cafe. Thank you, but what about your change?
Oh man, and here I was hoping to get along with a fellow non-humans.
Stretching out the wrinkled bill, Miser rests his chin on its hand. A non-human?
When that does happen, and we have others here, it might be useful for you to have the permits as well as general barista knowledge.
But what are those requirements?
Well, I can explain that some other time. For now, you, so on, and those GPM agents will all be able to visit the cafe, correct?
That's right. After we reopened, Miser explained to me about how other customers could get into the cafe through...
Huh?
the barrier!
Oh. Okay.
And that was... 1. Just by knowing of Enchante's existence, its name, address, and a heading to it. I mean, that's how I got here. I just use a map app. That's how deliveries and other services can get here too. 2. That you're a non-human with powers that outdo even Miser's and Eel's own. It seemed like that boy just happened to come by and come in. I think the first condition would apply here. So then, I'd have no idea just by looking at him. The second option seemed like the one, so he was another non-human. He was one too?
Yeah. The drinks around here and the water piping, maybe unintentional, but it was him.
Miser picks up the iced coffee that was completely frozen solid and flips it over upside down.
I had this feeling there was something bugging him the moment he entered the cafe, and I guessed right, more or less. The vibes were off, you know?
The vibes?
The vibe.
Although I still had questions towards Miser's vague explanation, the first thing I needed to point out was... You acted like you wanted to be friendly, but it didn't look that way at all. A demon lord can't come up and start messing with the kid who looks like he's in school. I decided to caution Miser's overly aggressive interaction.
Huh? Did I seem that bad? I had my most kind and happy friendly smile on.
You were T-posing around him.
Exactly!
That's not friendly at all!
Right. And you didn't just tell him that he wasn't human and that you wanted to rip of his skin.
Rip off his skin.
Yes, I said I wanted to rip of his skin. What about it?
That's not friendly.
Oh.
I must agree.
Just can't tell somebody to rip of their skin.
Really? I didn't mean to come off like that. I'm a bit shocked myself.
That said, the curtain closed on the panic. Nope, no period. Brought by the sudden visitor. Ending with the visitor leaving on his own. Oh my
God.
fucking god. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Don't worry too much, Mom. It's okay. I'm doing okay here. I feel like this is worth much more than the work I was doing before, and Grandpa's friends are helping me out. And the customers that come here are good people. That's right, Mom. Suck it. Huh? No, it's okay. Yeah, I'll come by when things settle down. I'm working now, so I'll call you back. Oh, love you, bye.
Relatable.
Yeah. Sorry for the wait. It was just after 5 in the afternoon. Around this time, when the setting sun's rays come through the cafe, all the regulars are about doing their own thing. I droop my head, with Canis and Mr. Rindo sitting at the counter, and get back to work.
No, it is no problem. You were talking to your family, right?
Yeah, it's been about 4 months now since leaving home. Just a call to check if I'm doing okay over here.
An only child living by herself. I'm sure your parents would be worried if they knew about the non-humans, right?
I think they'd be more worried about you. Oh well, for now I just avoid it. But I feel like I'll need to tell them the truth at some point. I'm sure my mom and dad would make a fuss. I think it's okay to leave it for now.
Well, even if you consider this is a normal cafe job, there are guys living here, renting rooms. You'd want to hide that part too.
Ha 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 ha.
Why is that? I do not believe we ever caused much of an issue when we spend the night here with Enchante.
Asexual King Canis. Love to see it. The armor-clad knight disputes the point, shaking the head he didn't have side to side. Looking away from where I... What?
How do you know I did that?
I just felt it in my soul. Looking away
Oh.
from where I thought his face would be, I mutter quietly. You know, I'm sure no one's really conscious about it, but I am a girl.
What?
And Canis and you are... And Canis and you are all are men. I say to Canis.
And that means what?
That means, you know, it'd be easy for my folks to, misunderstand.
I don't understand you.
You'll never understand.
Especially if they have a flexing old man over here.
Mr. Window, please not again.
Mr. Rindo, please stop. Stop laughing and help me, and don't flex. You've already wasted 2 suits here today.
I think it's very kindish of him to not really understand.
Oh my god.
In any case, we enter conversation and I take their orders. Okay, Canis, you want a fruit smoothie, and Mr. Rindo an Americano. Do you know what that is, though?
Me no speak Americano.
Ah, okay. I see. The Americano might take a bit more time because I don't know how to speak it either. Is that okay?
Of course. It's not like there are any other customers right now, anyway.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's right. Speaking of customers, suddenly coming to mind, I begin to speak while heating some water. This happened yesterday, but...
It's been a whole day already?
Yes.
Customer aside from us came in?
Right. I was like, oh no, and panicked. The 2 men were both out yesterday, so it was a good opportunity to talk about it. I tell them of the boy that suddenly just came into the store, and the 2 looked at each other in bewilderment. At least I assume so on Canis's side.
I am quite bewildered at that. That is quite a strange thing to happen. Although, it's not impossible considering the properties of Enchante's berry.
Also, according to Miser's judgment, the boy seemed like he was a non-human.
Oh, well now. One surprise after another. I see.
Right. Though I don't know if it was by his power, but for a moment yesterday, the piping and everything had frozen over. If you just looked at him, he seemed like a normal boy. Then made me even more surprised. After sharing the information I had, Mr. Rindo mutters behind the scene from his Americano, proper noun, Americano.
God.
With all that said, though, if the only time he's come by was yesterday, isn't it all just a simple coincidence? There's been plenty of coincidences like that over the years I've been coming here. Or so I've heard.
Right. It's not like he'd come to attack the cafe like the GPN has. I'm sure we can pay it no mind.
Hey, come on. I said I was sorry.
It's true. Canis is right. It's not like we have to get into a panic just because someone new came into the cafe. And I mean, a cafe that panics over customers coming in already seems problematic.
In fact, if another non-human regular starts coming to Enchante, that means I'll have even more work to do. Oh man.
Well, it may be a good thing for Enchante. You shouldn't complain and get to work.
I am working hard, though, okay? As a matter of fact, my department's been going crazy over media right now.
What about Medio? Wait, Was there some kind of problem because we all went to Medio? I nervously asked my question, but Mr. Rindo laughs and waves his hand, dismissing my concerns.
No, it's nothing like people being in panic or screaming about how the world's ending. Well, if it's anyone's fault, it is yours truly.
Huh? Depending on who you ask, information on the fairy world Medio inside the GPM is scarce. It's considered an unusual world. Normally, written reports or testimonies by Canis would have been enough.
I'm talking about the fairy videos I took, and sort of thinking they'd be a good sample. I took a few fallen leaves and flowers. The R&D team is just eating them up in salads and using them as bay leaves.
Oh.
They want to share everything and have been hounding me 24/7 to regale them.
Why are they eating the photos? It seems like Mr. Rindo hadn't shown up here much after coming back from Medio. I suppose that's what's been going on. I see. It must have been something, considering the work the GPM does.
I might even have to ask the resident of that world, Canis, to come in for questioning by them.
I decline. You basically said so yourself earlier, that you caused all this yourself. I cannot believe you are independent salads. Also, I wouldn't be able to fight Titania and the others if the GPM travels there so frequently like they do in Bestia.
Huh? There's one word that hit me. Bestia? You mean Ignis's homeworld, right? What sort of connection does his world and Bestia have? Canis nods deeply as if acknowledging my question.
This is just what I heard from Ignis, but I hear the GPM has somehow gotten able to travel to Bestia directly. It seems that Ignis has seen humans traveling through Bestia numerous times.
Somehow able to travel. Wait, does the GPM also has a gate? Does the GPM also has a gate that goes to alternate worlds like ours? Has a gate.
Does they?
Does does they? Candace and I look towards Mr. Rindo.
We does do. Close. Though essentially correct, what we have down at headquarters isn't a gate.
He pours some milk into his Americano proper and puts up 2 fingies.
V for victory. I think this was explained before, but there are 2 ways to travel to alternate world.
To alternate world?
Oh my god!
In a digital world, Digimon.
Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
champions.
Oh my fucking god! Holy shit!
Jesus Christ.
Ah, that's right! The digital world! Talking about gates and wormholes?
Would you still love me if I was a worm?
Would you love me as well?
Of course. I recall the conversation we had about homeworlds just before going to Medio. Just like the one in Enchante, there are several gates that connect to alternate world. Non-plural, singular, alternate world. There are wormholes, distortions in space that appear haphazardly. You can only travel in one direction, the band, through them, and they're incredibly unstable. If you happen to fall into one, it would be nothing but unfortunate. It's how it was explained to me. So then, the GPM headquarters has a wormhole?
Right. Normally a wormhole would close after, at the longest, a few days. I can't imagine what he was thinking. Our crazy genius found out how to stabilize them, opening and closing them at will. That's how we've become able to maintain a direct path bestia. We've been making great strides in research thanks to that.
Oh, wow. I didn't think that was possible.
Seems the GPM is not just a government institution just by name. These people seem quite capable.
Oh, I don't know about that. It makes you wonder. Talented people can be found anywhere, can't they? Regardless of the 16 personality test.
Oh, a crazy genius. I wonder what kind of person they are to be called something like that.
Thank you. Now then, time for this old man to get back to the hellhole he calls flexing!
No!
Again?
Like, really?
Ah!
Really? Rindo, you can't leave until you clean up all the scraps of your clothing.
See ya.
No!
I will block the door.
Good luck getting through Canis.
Do not push yourself too hard. As you say, humans are frail, but you still need to pick up your mess.
Pick up the mess, Rindo.
Now that's weird. I'm glad you're worried, but I can't help feel like that's a jab at my age.
You're imagining things.
Unlike my muscles.
No! I take his payment and Mr. Rindo begins to put on
Oh my god!
from the ground! Reconstructing it from the ground up.
Takes out his mini sewing kit and starts.
Ah,
It takes
needle.
it takes
Needle.
5 hours. That was so fast.
Oh, that's right, Two Milk. Going back to what we were talking about. That non-human boy who came here. From what I've heard so far, it seems like he doesn't intend to do any harm. But just in case, I'll look through the GPM's database. Did he have any memorable features? Can you tell me anything you remember? His face? Manner of speech is fine too.
Ah, features, huh? He talked very quickly. Like, sonic speed. I try to think back what I saw that day. A child. Just by
Silver the Hedgehog.
just by looking at him, he really did look like Silver the Hedgehog. Maybe about 160 centimeters tall, and he has a slender build. A lot of quills too. As
That's
some features that
fucking
stood out.
tall ass middle schooler.
Yeah. Oh. He talked fast. One thing that stood out in particular, the boy had really beautiful white hair. White quills, too. That's right. He had shining silken white hair that would stand out even if he was in the middle of town.
Ellipses. Light hair and can control ice?
The one who reacted to what I said was not Mr. Rindo, but Canis. Canis?
I see. With that many features, I don't think it's going to be difficult to find him. I'll report to you if I find anything.
Rindo, would you mind sharing the same report with me? if you
Minding
can?
sharing? Oh, okay.
Would
Wait.
you minding sharing?
Excuse me. Would you minding sharing the same report with me if you can?
Would you minding sharing?
Well, that's no problem. But is something bothering Ewing about this?
Well, I just have a strange feeling.
Ah,
I would appreciate any information on it.
Got it. I'll get to it then. Fade to black.
Goodbye.
All right, we're gonna actually call it here for the night.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's fucking Rindo's.
Yeah.
POV, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, this is fucking Rindo's POV. So I actually think so. It's either Rindo or a side character. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us for more Cafe Enchante. As you can see, the English is falling apart at the seams.
The programming is too.
So is the programming.
Yeah.
As you can see, Axis brought their best. Their best and brightest. Alright, let's
You
see.
can find talent anywhere.
Yeah. They actually they tried to, they just scooped someone off the road and was like, hey, can you code? Here you go. Have this game. Alright, who are we gonna raid tonight?
I have a headache.
No.
From that last chapter. Oh my god.
Well, the English is just that good. It
I
was so
like,
good.
just a couple mistakes, and then this chapter comes, and it's just like.
Amazing.
Yeah, the name was actually foreshadowing with Venia and Veneer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was actually an omen, not a funny little haha. It was a sign.
If only we knew.
Exactly. Who should we read? We're gonna be reading. We are gonna be rating. Okay, so one of the people who voice lines in the Sonic fan dubs is playing Sonic Frontiers right now. I'm very curious, so I think we're gonna rate him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a Chongo show. He fucking voices Shadow the Hedgehog
Oh my god.
in those
my
fan
God.
dubs. So we're gonna be rating him.
Amazing.
So yeah, that's what the mood is for tonight. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us for Cafe Enchante. We'll be back next week, hopefully with all of us.
Hopefully not doing 5 voices in a row.
Hey, you inherited the curse. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see you guys next week. And yeah, everyone say bye.
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 Ah.
Bye.